Alright, what we're going to be doing today, everyone, is putting a remote keyless entry in my 97 F250. Some of these came with factory remote keyless entry. If you do, you look under the dash panel at the driver's knee brace, and there's a module back there. Mine does not. So what I found is somebody who makes a plug-and-play solution, and that's this company right here, Tony's Car Care. The owner is a guy named Tony Lawler. Super responsive. I can put a link to his website and contact information in the description so that you can get your hands on this, but I will show you basically what comes in the kit. This is everything that comes in the kit. You have this plug-and-play harness. There's no cutting of any wires whatsoever. Everything is plug and play. There's a couple of things you need to splice into, but it comes with these little splice connectors. Obviously, you wouldn't use these anywhere exterior on the vehicle, but in the interior, it's fine. You get two remotes on the module. It's a valet switch and an LED light that comes in the box. And again, here is the information for the man who makes the harness and provides this kit. He told me that the remotes come already programmed to the module, so it's literally just a matter of plug and play. And if ever you need to program remotes, it's included in the harness to have the wire to be able to do so. So here we go. We'll start install. The reason why I want to do this, number one, because it's 2020 and having to use the key to get in is kind of annoying, but I have one key to open the driver's door. The passenger door lock is busted, it doesn't work, and then there's a separate key for the ignition. So the only way I can currently get into this thing is with a key separate from the ignition on the driver's side. So we're gonna correct that right now. Most of the wires that we have to tap into are all behind this trim piece right here on the passenger side floorboard. So first thing we're gonna do is pull that out. A little plastic piece that holds that right here. Just one of these clips that you gotta finagle out. So just pull it out, twist it, wiggle it, whatever you gotta do. Kind of just all just slides right out after you remove that one clip. That's out. At this point, you want to make sure you disconnect your battery. Always step one when dealing with electronics. So when you get the panel off, you're going to see this. You want to get this connection out of the way. You can just move it up here. I'm just going to disconnect it. Make it easier. Move this out of the way. Tuck it in here. The first thing you want to get to is this plug right here. And on the harness that you receive, this is where the T portion of that harness gets connected to. So we're going to disconnect these two. We're going to separate these two. From each other. There we go. And on the harness that you receive, this is the section that goes into these two parts. It's obvious you have a male and a female. It's obvious what goes where. So now the T-harness is plugged in. The next step is to connect the ground that is included in this harness, which you are going to connect to this here existing ground. This is an 8mm bolt. Okay, that's your ground. So now, what you are going to do, now you have a series of, run this way and get it out of the way since that's got to go over there. You have a couple of wires that just need to connect with these quick connects. So now we're going to go back to this. This is the cab light plug, so the parking light, and we're going to tap into the brown wire. Okay, that's in. Now the next thing that we are tapping this into is the wire. I'm going to move these back out of the way so that we can see more easily. Is this black and blue dome light wire right here that is coming out of this harness, or this connection right here. Same thing, just going to put this on here, grab the pliers, and squeeze it. I've never used these before, but I'm told that they work wonderful, so we shall see. We shall fucking see. If not, I'll just strip back the wire, or I'll cut the wire, strip it back, and solder. I'm not opposed to doing that at all. So now we will plug in the dome light connection here, the parking lights right up. Well, let's connect this back. And put this back into place. That's now connected. Slide it back on this tab. Okay, we are clipped in. Connect this wire. And now that's connected. That's connected. We got to get this end now. This gets tapped in to the horn under the steering column. So we got to run this across, up and over. It should be simple enough just to make sure everything is working. I'm not going to, well, fuck it. I will snake this over. It's all going to get routed this way. I will clip it in. Stock stuff. Figure out a location, I guess, for the module itself. Next step is to connect the blue wire, this one running, that will connect to the blue horn wire. In order to do so, we're going to remove this panel just to make life easier. Probably could do it without removing it, but I don't feel like laying on the floor and reaching up. There's a Phillips screw here, there's a Phillips screw here, by your, if you have four-wheel drive, it's right by the four-wheel drive knob. Don't lose those. And then that's really it. You gotta just pull this out. This is in an awkward position. So underneath the steering column, we remove that trim, and under here, we're gonna have to attach the horn wire, which everything is nicely labeled in the harness also, which I really appreciate that he does. We just got to connect that to the dark blue wire on the horn harness, which is right here. So I'm going to do that off camera just because I'm not able to get this thing to stand up at an angle in which I can show you me doing it. It's the same as the other thing, just connecting those wires. Alright, I tapped into that dark blue wire, I plugged it in. Again, nothing right now is actually tucked or ran where it's going to be. I just have it laying here to make sure everything works. The last step of all this is to attach the module itself and then go and reconnect the battery, of course. So here's the module, here's the cable, the plug in which it goes into. That's in. I'm gonna go reconnect the battery, and then we're gonna give this remote a try. Now it's the moment of truth. Here is my door unlocked, or here is the remote hitting the lock button. Oh my god, this is amazing. Hold on, let's unlock it. Oh man, my wife is gonna be so happy. And when I hit the unlock button, look at this. My parking lights flash. Look at that. Look at that. Unlock. Lock. Oh man. This is awesome. Tony, thank you, sir. You just made me and my wife both very happy. If anyone wants one of these kits, wants to know how you can contact this man, here's all his information. I just, hold on, I just want to look at it. Would you just look at it? Look at it. 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 Would you just look at it? Would you just look at it? Install took me about 45 minutes with filming, so in all honesty, if you're just doing it, it'll take you like a half hour tops. This is just, I'm so happy. Now, obviously, I didn't show you putting everything together and running the wires, but you want to tuck everything back up, and everything else is just the opposite of what we did to take it apart. The one other thing I didn't capture already is that you probably would have noticed with all the locking and unlocking, the horn didn't sound. That's because the horn only sounds when you double tap the lock to just confirm that it's locked. So here's 2 clicks on the lock. 1, 2. And here it is all back together. Everything, the module, all the wires we added, everything fits right behind this kick panel. Everything's secured. It's, I really couldn't be happier with this.